Hello, welcome to PassionWater Tarot. My name is Mom and Duke, and we're here to dance into the passion waters of your life together. Okay, it must be time to start doing readings because all three of my animals have awakened, and they're all three right here. Now that tells me energy is abounding, surrounding me. Two cats and a dog. Alright, so anyway, as with all generalized readings, this will not resonate with everyone, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is a weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for July 5th through the 11th. Let's go ahead and ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, angels, and ancestors to please come into this reading with love and light to provide the highest level of clarity to those receiving messages, and ask that chakras be open to allow those messages to be received with ease. Alright, so Gemini, what have you been up to? We're going to find out where, what energy you're coming from, where you're currently at, and what energy you can be expecting for this week, July 5th through the 11th, okay? My email is below if you need to contact me regarding scheduling a personal reading, or if you have any questions, concerns, compliments to the chef, whatever it is, right? Let's get after it. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors, please provide what information you would like to reveal for Gemini, for where their energy is coming from. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Cards do not want to line up today. That usually means there's another energy close to yours that is wanting to be a part of the reading. That doesn't necessarily mean Spirit wants them to be. Okay? So once again, I'll ask Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors to please provide Gemini with what information they would like to reveal for this reading. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? The Six of Pentacles. Now, I'm an intuitive reader. So, the Six of Pentacles for a lot of readers means balance and being fair, but the picture doesn't say that. Okay, you're coming from an area that was very unbalanced. It was not fair. There was not an equal give and take. And I think Spirit just spoke. We have Strength, the card of Leo. Taming the beast. You were working very hard, Gemini, at keeping your tongue about you, not speaking out of school, so to speak, out of turn. You did not want to offend anyone, and you didn't want to cause undue stress and harm to others or to yourself. You wanted to be able to like the person in the mirror. So even though you came from an area where you were not being treated fairly, or where you watched somebody else not be treated fairly, you were well aware that if you were overly aggressive, physically, emotionally, or mentally, that it could cause harm to yourself or to others. And you've thought about that situation over and over again. It's really weighed on your heart. Okay? And where you're at now, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you don't feel that things are happening at warp speed the way you want them to. Things are going slower. You feel as though there's lessons that you have to learn. You literally are making lists of lessons you feel that you need to learn. Now, whether that's on paper or that's mentally and emotionally, you still have lesson one. Speak up when things are unjust. Yeah, that's the top of your list, isn't it? Number two, defend those who can't defend themselves. Yeah, because of what you went through. You watched yourself. Somebody tried to victimize you or somebody else. Okay? The Ace of Wands is in reverse. You lost passion for the fight. Okay? You lost passion for the fight. You're recognizing that what you thought was a priority before is not necessarily where the priority lays. Lies. Lies. I think they both could be right. Anyway, and that's the sinner. Losing the anger that you have or had, and recognizing that anger did not help the situation. Three of Wands, yeah, because you saw the right way to go with it. To remove the victim from the claws of its predator, whether it was you or somebody else. And the best way to do that was to give them strength, not anger. Anger is an emotion that is fraught with making bad decisions usually. This is very deep for you, Gemini. You went through something the last few weeks. Something big. Okay, this is where you're going for this week. Alright? This is what Spirit wants to reveal to you. Plus, when I'm done reading these, I'll get clarifiers. I'm going to pull you a Romance Angel Oracle card, an Archangel Oracle card, and a card of advice. I have Oracle of the Shapeshifters here, and I'm going to ask Spirit for a card of advice for you, Gemini. Because you really have been through something. You know, and Gemini means two, and there really was two sides of this coin for you, wasn't there? Yeah. The angry one and the compassionate one with the strength. And the angry one needed to sit down so that the angry one didn't make decisions based solely on emotions. Okay, let me continue on. So, Spirit is now going to reveal, Gemini, what to expect for the week of July 5th through the 11th. Okay? The Eight of Pentacles, there's a lot of hard work coming up. Put a lot of effort in, and it's going to be worth the effort. Okay? The Six of Wands in reverse. I like that. I like that. Because what it's saying is that not always can you perceive a victory. Sometimes the biggest victory is to recognize not allowing anger to be your controlling factor. So you may not have won the physical battle because you took away the anger and you didn't lash out aggressively. But emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you had successes. And the last card, stopping poor judgment. Yeah. And not returning to the past. This is about something from the past. All right, that is. This is about not going back there anymore. Not returning to the way that you used to judge things solely based on exaggerated emotions of anger and defensiveness. Okay? This is a very deep, deep reading. But somebody just discovered, several of you, that life is not fair. It's not when we include so many energies that are not awoke. They're not awakening. Um, they're immature. They're self-absorbed. And they're here for a reason, though. They're here to teach us, those of us who are going to continue to grow and be enlightened. Like this person that has a role in your energy. The person was there to teach you that when things are not fair, you have to let go of the anger. You have to let go of that over emotional passion and not return to it. Okay? Yes, those go all hand in hand. To be the strongest you can be sometimes is by taming the beast. Not allowing the beast out of its cage. I'm sorry, I thought I had turned that down. I'll turn it down a minute. Not allowing the beast out of its cage, so to speak, and turning away from physical aggression, physical victory. I love this reading, though. I do. I'm very happy for you, Gemini. This was a big lesson. So let's go ahead and ask for clarifiers for this reading from Spirit for July 5th to the 11th. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? It fell on the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We get that 8 of Swords in reverse. You don't feel that things are going at the warp speed you want, but you're not trapped where you're at. You're not being held back. So taking one step right in front of the other is exactly the speed you should be at right now. I mean, you just had a big lesson. You just learned something really huge. You just became a new person. A really new person. Congratulations. What else do you have, Spirit, for Gemini? 7 of Swords. Yeah, all that anger, that pent up anger and rage was robbing you. It was robbing you of your peace of mind. It was stealing, cheating, lying to cover up the overreactions. Now the person who was being treating you unfair and had seen you take the high road They're the ones who you recognize as being deceptive. They're not being honest. And you recognize that now. When they say that, well, they just follow their emotions. No, that's what 2-year-olds do, not adults. And as an adult, they have to learn. It's just like you learned, okay? Slowly and surely, one step in front of the other. The Queen of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Spirit, thank you. Somebody was in a domestic violence situation, and that's what this is evolving of. I'm so sorry. It's not everybody, but you finally see that that person is not the person to have on a pedestal, not the person to adore and swoon over, and you will be happily single now and not abused. Whether it was physical, mental, or emotional, it was abuse. It was very narcissistic behavior. It was abuse. But you thought, Gemini, that you had to fight back just for things to stay acceptable. But now you can put down your fist, put down your words, because the way that you're fighting back now is walking away from this person. Fight back by walking away. I'll try to remember to call this reading that, okay? Let's move on to romance angel cards, okay? Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And that's true. If you have recently divided up a home, had to leave your job because of a domestic violence situation or an abuse situation, it absolutely is going to affect your finances. Please be careful going to and from work or any other locations that this person may be familiar with you frequenting. Don't ever use the term, they would never do that. Maybe they would, but so many have. So please don't use that term. Just be aware of your surroundings, and you will find another job. You will find um, resources to help you get restarted. There are resources available. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels, and ancestors, please provide an Archangel Oracle card. We have two. Divine Order. This was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen exactly as it did. It was a lesson. Archangel Raphael, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. Angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to the angels and allow us to take your burdens. Spirit is ready to take your burdens for you. That is easy. Just put your burdens on the table, so to speak, and say it's all yours. Take it. Alright, we're going to do the last card, okay? Now, hit the thumbs up, share, leave a comment, let me know if it resonates. Hey, if it don't, that's cool. Just wasn't your reading today. But stop in, say hi, let me know how you're doing, because I love each and every one of you dearly. I'm grateful and thankful for all of you. Now, If you interested in a private reading or specialized reading of any sort, my email is below. And let's get your last card. This is your card of advice from the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, okay? So, Spirit, what card of advice would you like to give Gemini for this weekly reading? You flipped them back, Spirit. Okay. Well, they started to flip, then they flip backwards, so we're going to keep going until Spirit gives us one. That one just doesn't feel good. You know how you get those negative vibes or something? Yeah. I actually wanted to set those cards off to the side. We have two cards again. I don't know what the other two were a minute ago. These two cards feel good. I love it. I love it for you. I do. Butterflies in gloom. After sadness, happiness. After sadness, happiness and hope return. Because it does. After the sadness you have endured with the abuse, with the neglect, you're going to get your happiness and your hope back. Poseidon's daughter, you have been given everything you need. This is true. All of the resources that you need are available. If you are having a hard time locating resources and you need some help, you're welcome to send me an email. Give me your generalized area. I will go online. I will find these resources. I will make phone calls. I will reach out to people on your behalf. Alright, number 22. Butterflies in gloom. Isn't that just a beautiful picture? I love it. You have begun to be used to things being gloomy. See, you were used to things being sad, dark and gloomy, and have begun to take on a pessimistic mindset. So now it is time to make a change. And take the butterfly in gloom. It's cutting through the fog of self-pity and showing you a way out of the dark places. Showing you a way out of the dark. Isn't that just absolutely hella beautiful? Darkness has been a resting place, a place of solace, but it is the butterfly and indicates time to cut through the fear of being seen and move into the light and go out, be public, and even be social for a time. It's time to come out and play for a while. Yes, you've been emotionally held captive. Now it's time for you to go out and play. Alright, Poseidon's daughter. You put away aspects of your own self that you thought were unacceptable. That's because it was drilled into your head that it was unacceptable. It wasn't. You're hella beautiful. You're hella amazing. Perhaps the wildness or fierceness and ability to care for yourself, to be strong and free. Perhaps it was that you thought some of your talents were unachievable, that you could not become what your soul was singing you of. So, artist, dreamer, dancer, storyteller, wise woman, sage, huntress, wizard, abundant, rich, and so gifted. Will you continue to deny this, to continue to hold back from receiving all that you are? Beautiful one, you will be in your true form and have many abilities. You will be whole. You will be. So, thank you, Gemini and Crosswatchers. I will see you all soon with your next reading. Namaste.